Hey guys, what's up? Landown AE here, and in case you couldn't tell, I am probably getting sick. I woke up this morning, I could barely talk, but I'm just so dedicated to you guys because I have been exercising my voice until I could actually talk again. I don't feel sick, I don't know what's going on, but this is another Warpath episode, and today I'm doing it on Baird in light of Judgment coming up. So, I hope you guys enjoy, and just a quick thing, this is some old gameplay from when oh jeez, I forgot about that frag toss, that was really glitched. This is some old gameplay from my old Rock Seal game capture. It was really good gameplay, so I decided to keep it, or else I wouldn't deal with this standard definition shit. But anyway guys, I'll just get onto it. So this Warpath is going to be about Baird. I haven't done a Warpath in a very long time, so I'll get right into it. So Baird was born into a rich family and grew up loving machines. Baird built things and tinkered with machines, and they were really the only happy memory that he had of his childhood. So, and he went to a pretty prestigious school, and in that school he always he aced every exam. He invented gadgets while waiting for the rest of the class to catch up with him on assignments, and Baird had originally wanted to go into engineering instead of the army, but his father and mother refused to give him his inheritance unless he enlisted in the military. So Baird enlisted in the COG and directly on Emergence Day. So this doesn't make really any sense with Judgment, because how can you rise the ranks in general in the military in 30 days to get to lieutenant? That's something that doesn't make sense about Judgment, and they're really breaking canon with Judgment. So anyway, back to what I was saying. He joined the army on Emergence Day, and during the Emergence Day his parents were both killed. So 1 month after Emergence Day, Baird was reassigned to Bravo Company of the 4th FIRA Light Infantry, based out of the Kalovsky Barracks in Central Tyrus. The Gears of War has some fucked up names. He was ambushed in one of the base's bathrooms by two Gears who had a grievance against his father, and they punched him basically in his face a bunch of times, and put his head into one of the toilets and began to beat him up. Baird fought back, bursting out of the stall they had forced him into, and he headbutted one of them, and he fell back against one of the lockers, and the guy he headbutted began kicking him, and then Baird grabbed his ankle and brought his other arm up between the guy's legs, and sent him to he just pushed him to the floor, because the guy didn't have any balance. And then they got tangled up and began trading punches on the floor, and then before the other guy could rejoin the fight, they were all distracted by another Gear who appeared in the doorway, telling them to break it up, and so he could telling him to break it up so he could use the bathroom. He didn't give a shit about like Baird or anything. And when his two attackers turned to look who it was, Baird took the opportunity to punch one of them in the mouth. The new Gear grabbed the other guy and told them to go away, and the new Gear was really large and imposing, causing both of Baird's attackers to decide it was time to go. But they warned Baird that this wasn't over and they would see him again later. Baird responded to the other guy saying his mother, Baird responded that the guy's mother said he paid her, and but the Gears stepped in between them before they both could start fighting again, and Baird's attackers left. Baird went over to one of the sinks and began spitting the blood, and taking toilet paper out of his hair, worrying that Sergeant Iredell would stick him on some kind of charge or anything for fighting against Gears. And the other Gear asked him what had started the fight. Baird told him that his dad had handed out a sentence that they didn't like, and that he might have said something to upset them, obviously because it's fucking Baird. And then Baird then recognized his savior as Augustus Cole, and told him that he was a Sharks fan himself. Cole told him that he would consider saving him missionary work, and told him to take care of himself. Baird said that he intended to, and began washing his face again. So Baird more you know, personality traits and stuff about Baird is that Baird is rather negative person, obviously, and is usually unkind to people he's not comfortable around. He speaks his mind freely, is a trait that often annoys and sometimes even hurts others, and often gets into trouble. Baird offended Marcus when he talked about his mother, and he was actually punched by Bernie because he ran his mouth off too much. Despite this, his intelligence and his ability as a mechanic make him a valuable addition to any squad in the military. Through driving the mission to Jelaine, which is a different city where Alex Brand was born, and Baird showed a chauvinistic attitude toward Alex Brand and Jelaine survivors. Jelaine was where the birthing farms of the COG were held, and that is a story for another day. Basically, the COG took these women into these farms, lying to them, saying it was a safe haven for women only, and they took the semen from the most elite COG in the entire military, I guess. They took semen from the most elite COG, and they put it into women, basically. What's the word? I don't know the exact word for it. They just artificially put the semen into the woman's egg so they could get impregnated, and if that didn't work, they did it the old-fashioned way. Good old raping time. So that was a thing, and then the COG eventually abandoned the birthing farms as soon as they were ambushed by a ton of locusts, and then they were ambushed by a bunch of locusts, and then the COG basically abandoned everyone, all the women and children, and told them to fight for themselves. And that's what caused the Jelaine massacre. And that was just a whole thing, because Alex Brand, she wasn't part of that, because she was sent to the birthing farms, Alex Brand was, and then she was deemed barren because she couldn't have children, then she was sent to the front lines. But I'm just completely getting off topic. This is about Baird, not birthing farms. So, anyway, where was I? During the evacuation of the North Gate, he berated Cole, sorry. He berated Cole for giving a group of standard children ration bars, stranded children ration bars, referring to them as parasites. Baird can only be considered antisocial, and he really backs away from people and then resorts to machines instead of people. This may be because of the way he grew up, or the way his parents raised him, or whatever. He is sometimes noted as his love for machines is more than his love of people. So this was an exception with Cole, who Baird felt he was the first person to ever have his back unconditionally. As he spent more time with Cole and the rest of Delta, Baird began finding himself acting unselfishly, acting to save others rather than himself. Then Cole says in all that time Baird has ever mentioned or reminisced about his childhood. He's never done that, and he hardly mentions his parents. So this is obviously a little bit weird. I mean, who doesn't want to reminisce about their childhood? Baird says that he never wanted to join the army in the first place, and that he rather claims that his father forced him to, as he would receive his inheritance. He wouldn't receive his inheritance unless he made it through at least one tour of service. A comment by his mother seems to confirm that his parents thought little of his dreams. Baird claimed that he sold out his future for money, that he should have rightfully, that the money should have rightfully been his, and then he has since come to believe that in a world where people are in constant struggle to survive, skills will be the new money, basically. So well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this new Warpath. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I really enjoyed doing them. So if you guys could please hit that like button and comment if you want. Comment anything you might want to see me do in the future. And as always, I've been Landown AE, and I will talk to you guys later.